Alright, so little quick lesson on ordering decimals, okay? In order of, in this case, smallest to largest in value. But if you ever get a question about ordering decimals, it is important to make sure that you double check what type of order they want them in. So is it smallest to largest or largest to smallest? Usually it will be smallest to largest. That would be the most logical way. Question? Yes. Okay. So some of the vocab that you need to know, and you probably do know already, ascending, descending, place value. What does ascending mean? You have a guess? What would ascending mean? Say.
They're going up.
Okay, so just to help you remember that, I'm going to do that, okay? Descending would then be going down. No, you don't have to write this. Okay, so from smallest to largest would be ascending, from largest to smallest would be descending, okay? Usually we do it this way, but just check the question if you get one. To make sure you know what you're doing. Question, yep.
You could think of it as saying it backwards, like how it goes higher.
Ah.
D.
Yes, you could.
No, but you could have said D. And like,
Oh, by the way, I watched that video again from yesterday. I totally get what you were saying now. I just needed to read it, listen to it again. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yes, you could do that. Yeah. Okay, so a type of question that would be related to this would be order these decimals from smallest to largest, or put these in ascending order. Okay, so you don't have to do anything now. Okay, now I've only given you 3 decimals there. We've got 4.32, 3.081, 4.3014. Okay, so one of the traps that you can fall into is thinking that just because this has lots of numbers after my decimal point, it is the highest in value, okay? The number of decimal numbers, the number of numbers after the decimal point doesn't actually have a lot to do with whether it's a small or larger decimal. It just has to do with what type of numbers they are, okay? So the first thing that you would look at with these 3 numbers would be what place value? Okay, no?
The ones.
the tenths.
No, not the tens. Not tens. There aren't any tens in these. No, not hundreds. So when I look at these 3 numbers, which place value should I always check first before I'm writing ones? Okay? This one.
Oh, I don't know if it's tenths.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so which number would go first? Easy. What?
3.
Yeah, which of the 3 numbers would go first? Right, 3.081. Because this is a 4, that's a 4, and that's a 3. There are no other 3s. There is nothing smaller than a 3. Okay, so that is the smallest number.
Are we looking at the biggest and smallest?
We're looking at putting them in ascending order, so the first one is the smallest. Yep. Okay, now I've got these 2 left. Now, as I said, the biggest trap that you can fall into is thinking this has got 4 decimal places, this has got 2, so this one must be smaller. Larger. Okay? So that's not actually true. What you need to do is go through the place values in order until you work out which one is larger. So, for both of these numbers, the tenths is a what number?
3.
Is 3. There are 3 tenths in both. So we would say at this point that they are even in size. Okay? The next thing I look at is the what? I looked at the tenths, I'm going to look at the hundredths. So I have a 2 and a 0. 2 hundredths or 0 hundredths. Now which one is larger? Yeah, this one. Do I need to look any further? No. Because no matter how many hundredths or thousands this has 2 hundredths, so it's larger. Okay? Rightio. So that's the next one I look at. Put it down.
If that had 4.3314, that would be bigger.
If it had that.
No, 4.33.
Yes, it would because that's a 2 and that's a 3. If this had 2, it would be bigger. So everyone pay attention to this one. If this was a 4.3214, it would be larger than this one because I would look at the next place value. This is a 1 and this is what? 0. So this number means that every place value after the 2 is a?
Yes.
0, okay? Because I haven't written it, I don't need to. So if it's not there, if it's not there, it's going to be a 0 versus a 1, that would be larger. That's not actually my number now.
4.
Okay? I know someone's at the window, just like 4.3014. That is my ascending order. Okay, so yeah, I did. Thank you to everyone that picked up my mistake. Now is it right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yep, you're right. This is first, this is second, so I don't know why I did that. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to write 4 more numbers on the board now. And I want you to put them in ascending order. So from smallest to largest. Alright, in your book, okay? So, ordering decimal numbers as you're heading. Okay, the date, what is the date today?
8.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Whoa, 8,
A number between 1 and 31.
Okay.
Did you just say the 1? Yes.
So I'm going to write 4 more numbers on the board. You write them in your book in ascending order, please. Alright, everyone finished?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. So which one is going to be my smallest? Thanks. Which one is going to be my smallest number out of these 4?
16.0342. Exactly. Yeah, because no, 16.034 because the next number is a 0. Yeah, dummy. No, but 16.034 is a 2. And then 16.0340.
So yeah, so you would imagine that that's a 0. You could, this is another strategy you could do, boys. 67. So you could add the zeros to the end of the number so it had the same number of decimal places. Okay? Then it's quite easy to know that this is smaller. Okay? So the first one is 16.034. And if you wrote that, boys, if you wrote that like that with the 0 in the end, that's still perfectly correct. Okay? You don't have to, but if you ended up doing it that way, you would. Because this is a 2 and this is a 0, so that is the smallest. 0 is those big. So I'll write this one underneath. Ready? Which one is smallest? Yeah. Cool. Okay, so the next one along. Alright, what's the third largest?
17.4.
Charlie? 17.4. Great. So if I was to imagine there were 2 more decimal places like this and I added the zeros, you can quite clearly see that this is not as large as this. This is 0.043 bigger. And then our last one. Cool. Show of hands, who got that correct, please?
I totally did.
Very good. Okay.